Coleman Hawkins said he wants to play for Rutgers. Maybe not explicitly. Like this is one of those, like, was it CBK report? I don't know. One of those
It's
accounts.
Tipton, actually.
Oh, it was Tipton. Jesus, I didn't mean to disrespect Tipton like that, but Tipton has kind of gotten on his CBK report game a little bit recently. I don't know. On3 must have had a quarterly meeting that's like, we're gonna need some clickbait content. And Tipton's crushing that because Tipton crushes everything. But he just took a picture of every Big Ten coach and was like, which Big Ten coach would you play for? And a bunch of Big Ten players like responded. I saw like Cohen Carr, Jeremy Fears, a bunch of Michigan State guys said like, you know the deal, like Izzo, obviously. A bunch of other players said their own coach. Coleman Hawkins flies in out of nowhere from the champagne skies and says Steve Pikiell. So, and then I think like Ron Harper Jr. went back and forth with him and was like, damn, you would have been in Scarlet if it wasn't for Brad. So I think in general, this was all in good fun. No disrespect to Brad Underwood. But was this Coleman just poking the bear? What do you make of this?
Yeah, and I want to mince my words here because last time I said this about a player got taken badly, but Coleman is in the nicest way possible, and I love him for it because I am one too. We have dickhead tendencies. It's a dickhead tweet. It is like you didn't have to do it. Every other player in the Big Ten is literally tweeting their own coach and saying like, "I love this school doing this." And then Coleman comes in with yeah, I'm going Pikiell. And then in parentheses, putting, if I couldn't choose Brad. Like, it's hilarious. I think it's hilarious too, because it's also true. Like, that's how he really feels. And I think that's one of my most favorite parts of Coleman. He doesn't really mince words. He just says what he wants. And not a lot of people do that. But I think it's just hilarious thinking. It's hilarious because I literally see 7 tweets before, like, go green, Izzo. I see a Maryland dude chime in. I think it was Jameer Young saying, rolling with my dog or something like that. And then you just see, yeah, give me Pikiell from Coleman. It's funny.
Yeah, the comments like have pictures of Coleman as a recruit in a Rutgers jersey. I'm not gonna lie, it looks appropriate. He looks right in a
Does
Rutgers.
Coleman have a COVID here?
I don't know. We might do a little tampering here. No disrespect to Illinois, but I feel like a lot of Illinois fans take Coleman for granted as is. So like, kind of
Yeah,
good fit.
you don't know what you have until it's gone.
I wish this would have happened like 2 months ago. We could have just done a 1-for-1 Paul Mulcahy Coleman Hawkins swap, and I think both teams get better if you did that.
How fun would a random off season be where you can only do interconference trades like 1-for-1s?
That would be extremely fun. That also would be a great topic for next week. If it's as quiet as it was this week, that would be a fun one. But so, am I missing something on Pikiell? I said this in the Discord yesterday, and we've obviously done a lot of Rutgers segments lately. Rutgers has all this momentum. He has all these connections. He's brought in a great staff that's landing all these guys that they have grown up ties to. But like, I wasn't expecting like one of the loudest Big Ten players there is from a different school to be like, oh, Pikiell's the man. Is Pikiell like way cooler than I realize?
I think we're just missing it for some reason, but it's just like we think back to like Big Ten media days, all these places we've been to, press conferences, things like that. Just never ever, I've guess, come away from one of those and be like, man, I love Pikiell. But maybe that's just on us. Like maybe we need to make the trip to Rutgers, to be honest. But we need to be in Pikiell's bubble, be in his aura to figure out what it is about. Because I really don't, I don't see it necessarily. To me, and I don't mean this as disrespect, I respect what Pikiell has done and I respect what he's doing right now. But a lot of it is just me doing just that. I don't really have anything else to go off of where I'm like, oh, Pikiell's like that guy, or oh, I want to play for Coach Pikiell.
It's not even like a want to play for thing for me. I just feel like there's a lot of like buzz in the last couple of weeks. They're like Pikiell's this awesome hang, or he's just like a cool person, and I'm not picking up on those vibes. But
He
then again,
also,
we didn't
also,
drive to
I
Piscataway.
also, and this is gonna sound bad. I think that Pikiell is an underrated coach, but in my eyes, if you're that underrated and you're at Rutgers, and when coaching cycles come around, I don't ever hear Coach Pikiell's name come up.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. And this is not shade to Pikiell because Pikiell's doing a fantastic
Oh no,
job.
I'm big in on 4PF Pikiell.
Yeah, all in all, we really like it. I just feel like I'm missing something. Like there's a missing link to why all these people like Pikiell so much. And maybe we need to drive to Piscataway and figure it out. The other thing that came to mind for me during this, if Hunter Dickinson was still in the Big Ten and was still on Twitter because Bill Self didn't probably forcibly take his phone from him for a couple months, what would Hunter's response to this have been? You know he would have tweeted. What would he have tweeted?
He would have said Juwan.
See, I don't think he would. I think he would have gone flat out troll, and he either would have just tweeted.
Underwood.
He either would have just tweeted Tom Izzo, just the words Tom Izzo with nothing else, or he would have tweeted a picture of Brad.
I think 100% he would have gone Juwan.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Where is Hunter, by the way?
Or actually, you know what? It would have been better if Hunter currently today, if Hunter responded to this with a picture of Juwan.
That would be hilarious.
That would have been funny, and I would have been really mad about it. But Hunter, here's some ideas for you, my friend. Yeah, I don't know where he is. He's gone silent on us. It's not good. Maybe it's part of his Kansas contract. Bill Self forces you to take a sabbatical from social media. Who would your answer be if you were a Big Ten player and you were obligated contractually to respond to a Joe Tipton clickbait tweet? Who would you have said?
Izzo.
Isn't that just the fan in you, though? Like that's your genuine honesty as a basketball player. Like you played at Albion, you played at college. You want to play for Tom Izzo over any other coach this conference?
Yeah, because I want to win too.
There's other guys that win.
True. But I need Tom Izzo. I need Izzo. I need Izzo. I need to be yelled at. I need to be pushed.
But Izzo, you're choosing that though? I agree you need to be pushed, but is you the player choosing to be pushed the way Xavier Booker has chosen that?
Yes, I have to, because if any other like Mike Woodson comes up to me and says something, I'll probably just be like, I'm good. No thanks, Mike. Okay. And I don't mean to throw Mike Woodson in that category, but I need a coach that's going to push me. I need to be yelled at. I need to be bored. I need to be hit probably in some scenarios.
You need to be physically abused, which is why you're choosing Tom Izzo, just to be clear.
Yeah, did you see that video of that Pee Wee football coach that like punched that kid in the stomach?
No.
Yeah, he got arrested at halftime of the game. He was caught on camera punching a kid in the stomach. My assistant coach in high school, rest in peace, he actually passed away, Coach Massey, one of my favorite assistant coaches in high school basketball. We had a drill where all the big men would finish with a pad, and like he was hitting us with the pad and we were finishing pretty well. And I go up for a layup and he drops the pad and gives me a full-on right hook to the stomach. I blow the leg, and he's talking about finish strong as I'm on the ground. And he was a big dude too. He was probably 6'10", like 250. He was a big fella, and it hurt. But damn it, I finished strong the next game.
I had no idea you had the mental fortitude to endure all of this and to choose all of this. Credit to you.
Bro, I got the shit that coaches have put me through in my life. There ain't nothing. Honestly, Tom Izzo's like the last boss on the level of chirping me and getting after me. So I need to see if I can conquer that. If I can conquer that, there ain't a coach in the world I can not get over.
I do think you and Izzo would very much have like a AJ Hoggard trajectory. Like you can't tell me underclassmen use not having like some on-camera moments with Izzo where you're just like giving him hell.
I'm not doing that, but I'm definitely throwing him like, you know how I do the podcast eyes? If they catch me on camera, I'm definitely hitting them.
Yeah, for sure.
Sure, Thomas.
My answer for the record, there's only 3 coaches in this conference I would even consider wanting to play for at all. It would be Matt Painter, Chris Holtmann, and Brad Underwood. Those would be my 3.
I like those 3. There's a lot of honestly, there's a lot of coaches in the Big Ten I would play for. Like I've even said on this podcast before that I personally like Juwan, the coach and the person. It's just everything else around that. I don't know how I feel about it, but like I would love to play for Juwan. Your
answer used to be Juwan back when Michigan had a little momentum. You couldn't pay me enough money to play for Greg Gard, though.
No, I'd medically retire.
And Madison's a cool place, but no, thank you. Anyways, thank you, Coleman, for making some fun on a little quiet little Tuesday.
Tweet more.
Yeah, give us more, Coleman. Always an open invite, Coleman, by the way. If you want to come on the show and defend Carter saying that you are a dickhead, our door is open. You are welcome to come to whatever you would like on the Sleepers podcast.